the reason why I came back to this.
Is this on? Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I'd like to address my first question to Secretary Aguirre, please. I'd like to ask what has happened. Secretary Aguirre, good evening. Good afternoon pa pala. I'd like to ask what has happened to the NBP prison guards who were relieved after the SAF took over. The ones who were found to be erring.
Ang question po ba ninyo what happened to...
What has happened to them? When the SAF took over, the prison guards that they changed, has anyone been relieved, rotated?
Opo, yung pong mga guards after re-educating natin, after retraining, nakabalik din po, binalik din po natin yan, but of course, hindi pa rin siya makabalik dun sa dati nilang trabaho sapagkat the SAFs troopers are still there.
No, pag nagkamali yung guard, tinatanggal siya sa serbisyo, sinususpend?
Hindi po, meron pong due process dyan kaya hindi po natin basta matatanggal-tanggal yung mga prison guards.
So what is the process, Secretary Aguirre? Do they undergo reformation? Are they reassigned?
Ganun po ang ginawa natin, reformation, retraining, but I'm sure na napaka-igsi nung ating panahon. Kaya I'm sure, parang nakikinikinita ko na kung mayroon mang magbago sa kanila, ipalagay ko kaunting tukso lang, babalik na naman yung kanilang dating gawin.
Yes, I'd like to address my next question to General Magalong. In line with that, sinasabi rin ho ng mga testigo kanina na dapat incorruptible yung ating the authorities. So starting with the prison guards and all the way up. But what are the measures that we can immediately that can immediately be done para yung mga madaling makorrupt hindi masyadong easily tempted?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, probably the most appropriate person to respond to that question is General Rolly Asuncion, but as a matter of personal opinion, I would say na isa po sa mga measures siguro na pwede natin gawin dyan is to increase. Because I had the chance to engage many of the guards. Isa hong mga issue nila dyan is yung salary ho nila. Napakababa ho talaga. Ay madali ho silang matempt. Second is, of course, yung tuloy-tuloy na reformation nila at yung kanyang reorientation para may balik uli yung mga nakikita natin na pwede natin reform, they can be reintegrated or reprojected. Third is, it's about time probably, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, that we have to study yung infrastructure, yung structure mismo ng penal facilities natin. I had a chance to visit yung facilities sa Singapore on the invitation of the Singaporean government. Kahit na yung pinaka-minimum standard lang po sana, magaya po natin. Napakalaking bagay na po. Napakalaking bagay na po.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to a follow-up question lang to General Magalong. What did you see in the Singapore facility that you think should be immediately adopted in our Philippine facility?
Your Honor,
if it's the minimum.
Yes. Your Honor, it's the one is the structure. Second is there is an intense emphasis on rehabilitation, Your Honor. And third is there is also strict isolation of high-profile inmates, Your Honor. So I would suggest na probably in the next few weeks, members of the committee can probably travel to Singapore para makita ko talaga nila kung ano yung itsura ko ng facility po doon.
Mr. Chair, there's a suggestion that maybe the committee can travel to Singapore for better, yes, just to observe, yes.
Please help me make representation with the speaker so that they can
I will
provide
help you,
the
Mr.
budget.
Chair. Thank you. Thank you, General Magalong. Thank you,
Anyway,
Secretary.
we'll look into it on the possibility. That was a very nice suggestion. We'll look into it. We have 55 members And we will not fit in the airplane. Anyway, go ahead, please.
Yes, I'm done, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Kong Lucy. Next is Kong Mangudadatu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I think I am the one of the luckiest guy here dahil ako ang kasunod ng pinakamaganda nating kasama dito sa Kongreso. But anyway, Mr. Chair, I would like to address, to direct my question to one of the witness here, kay Jaime Pacho. Is Jaime Pacho is here?
Opo.
Nandyan? Okay. Mayong hapon, gabi sa mo, Jaime Pacho. You mentioned in your sinumpang salaysay na pinatawag ka ni JB Sebastian noong Enero 2015 at kinausap ka niya tungkol sa hanap buhay. At ito nga ay tungkol sa droga. Totoo ba to?
Opo, Your Honor.
Ang tanong ko po dito, kung kailan po nag-umpisa ang pagbebenta nyo ng droga at kailan po ito natapos?
Siguro may lumipas na mga mahigit isang linggo, Your Honor, yung ginigipit na po ako. At tumawag sa akin na papuntahin niya ako doon sa kanya. Doon na po nag-umpisa, Your Honor, hanggang umabot ng 4 na buwan hanggang 5 buwan po, Your Honor.
So, ibig sabihin po nito, Jaime, nung panahon ng kampanya, tuloy-tuloy pa ba ang pagbebenta nyo ng droga at tumaas po ba ang demand dito?
Hanggang 5 kilo po, Your Honor. Pag natapos mabayaran, magbibigay na po siya ulit, Your Honor.
Pero hanggang ngayon ba yung cellphone na ginagamit mo pang contact sa kanya, andyan pa rin sa'yo?
Wala na po, Your Honor.
Nasaan na po ngayon yan?
Di ko na po maano, Your Honor, nung nagkalipatan po.
Di ba nagkaroon ng mga offline galugad? Wala bang na ano yung sa BJMP sa Bucor na yung lahat ng cellphone ninyo na turnover doon sa Bucor, sa BJMP?
Wala naman po, Your Honor, kasi po yung cellphone ko po, Your Honor, naiwan doon sa kubol ko po. May mga balit, tao-tao po ako doon. Sila po ang nangangalaga. Ngayon po, Your Honor, hindi ko na po makukontak kung andoon pa rin pa po yung cellphone.
Kasi kung meron lang po, Mr. Chair, with all contact numbers used by the witnesses, and may I propose sana to subpoena the cell data records through kay General Magalo of those cell phone numbers used covering the period when those transactions happened as mentioned. Wala po tayong mano, General Magalong, tungkol kung paano natin ma-retrieve, makuha man lang para sa cell data record po natin. Mahalaga po to?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Meron naman po tayong paraan. Meron naman tayong tinatawag na digital forensics, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Para maano natin yung service provider po natin, this is very important to establish whether or not communication really happened. Totoo ba pa? Now, Mr. Chair, if possible, sana, to produce also the cell phone of JB Sebastian for forensic examination. Meron po ba tayong makuha na cellphone ni JB Sebastian para mag-undergo tayo ng forensic examination?
Yung SAF, di ba, marami nahuli. Siguro, just to interject, hindi ba natin sinubject to forensic yung mga nahuli ng nasamsam ng SAF dyan, itong recent raid? Mr. Secretary? Or Bucor, siguro Bucor na.
Bucor, maybe the Bucor can answer my inquiry.
Pakiulit po yung tanong po.
Yung tungkol po sa mga cellphones, especially kay JB Sebastian, wala na po ba tayong makuhang cellphone niya para mag-undergo siya ng forensic examination para malaman natin matrace natin yung linkages ng kung this cell number is, where is this cell number generated, sino tinawagan niya, yung linkage, kumbaga.
Wala po akong nabasa sa mga reports na nitong pagdating ko po at sa pagdating ko ng SAF na may nakuha ang cellphone po kay JB Sebastian po. Ang mga nakuhanan lang ay sina Peter ko, Tony ko, and some other inmates doon po sa Building 14.
Pero po, meron po kayong hawak na cell number ni JB Sebastian? Meron po kayong makunan?
Wala po kami
Importante
hawak
po
po.
to, Mr. Chairman, for internal memory of the cellphone kasi can be still recovered even after deleting the data. Importante, alam po ni General Magalong to kung gaano importante para malaman natin, Mr. Chair, yung mga transaction, kung kanino po to galing, saan nagmula, sino ang binibigyan ng